Hey guys, Rich Sapp here. Today I'm going to show you a 7-step mobility flow I like to do to prep myself for my training, okay? Mobility is very important when it comes to jiu-jitsu. In jiu-jitsu, it can be very rough on the joints. You know, someone's going for a key lock or kimura on you. They're trying to take your joint and move it in a way it's not supposed to move, okay? Mobility is stability and strength through a full range of a joint's motion, okay? So that's exactly what you want to keep yourself healthy, okay? Often it's confused with flexibility, which is a temporary, it's temporary based on your central nervous system relaxing, okay? And it's also limited by the mobility of a joint. So mobility is the key here, okay? Strength and stability through a full range of a joint's motion, okay? So I want to start off here with, we're going to start at our ankles, work straight up to our neck, then we're going to hit our shoulders and our wrists, okay? So I like to start off first with knees over toes. It's also called a combat stretch. You guys familiar with the combat base position in jiu-jitsu will understand why, okay? So I'm going here, where I got one leg up and I'm on one knee. If you're familiar with the combat base, you could sit back on your one leg, right, okay? So in its simplest form, I'm on one knee, I'm on my foot, okay? So I want to push my knee straight over my toes, okay? Making sure I keep my heel planted, okay? I'm working on the mobility of my ankle right now. So I want to make sure that my heel stays planted as I push my knee straight over my toes, okay? So I want to get to that full range of motion here without lifting my heel, okay? So once I get here now, the goal is to try and raise my toes, which I'm not going to be able to do because I'm pushing down there, okay? So from here, for about 3 to 5 second count, I'm going to try and raise my toes, and then I'm going to just relax and I'm going to come out of it, okay? Knee over toes, heel is down, I'm at my full range of motion. Try and raise the toes. 3 to 5 seconds and relax. Now I'm going to do this 5 times. And I'm going to switch to my opposite side. I'm going to get to my position. I'm pushing my knee as far over my toes as I could possibly get, making sure my heel stays planted. Once I get to that position, now I need to try to raise my toes, which I won't be able to do, but I need to actively try that for 3 to 5 seconds. I'm going to do 5 on each side, okay? So what I'm trying to do is get to the end of my joints range of motion, and now I'm trying to activate, okay? To try and activate, so I'm pressing full range. Now I'm trying to activate by raising my toes up, which I won't be able to do, but I need to try really hard to do that, okay? And gradually my range will get better, my ankles will get stronger, and the supporting muscles will get stronger as well, okay? So the next exercise I'm gonna do is my 90-90, okay? It's 90-90 because of the position of my legs. My front leg comes out straight, bends at 90 degrees. My back leg, my knee needs to be even with my shoulder, okay? And my joint needs to be bent at 90 degrees. From here, I'm externally rotating my hand, my fingers are pointed straight back, okay? From this position now, this is my 90-90 position, okay? So now I'm gonna actively engage my hip on the back leg, okay? So from here, I'm gonna raise my back foot, okay? Keeping my body nice and straight. I don't want to just lean over and compensate like a seesaw effect here. What I want to do is keep my body as straight as I possibly can. I want to keep my front knee planted nice and tight into this mat. I'm actively pressing this down as I now raise my back foot as high as I can. 3 to 5 seconds. And I'm going to relax it. Now when you do this, right here in your joint, you're going to get like a, I don't know, like a knot. You're gonna feel this tighten up right here. You're gonna get a pain right in this joint, okay? The key is to ignore it, okay? If I ignore it, now I go into my second. Press up as hard as I can, 3 to 5 seconds, and relax. You're gonna feel this knot release, okay? If you give into it every time, you're never gonna get past it, okay? You gotta kind of ignore it, and then you'll feel it release, okay? And you're gonna get more and more range of motion, which is going to help you with now the rotation, internal rotation of my hip here, okay, which is going to give me strength and stability, okay? 3 to 5 seconds on each hold. I'm going to do 5 reps. And I'm going to go to my opposite side here, okay? So, My body is as straight as I can get it. I'm square foot looking forward as much as I can. My backhand's externally rotated, nice and tight to my body, keeping me straight up. My front leg is out 90 degrees. It's going straight out, bent at 90 degrees. My back leg is even with my shoulder. My knee is bent at 90 degrees. Pressing my front knee down into the mat nice and tight. Raising the back foot. 3 to 5 seconds. And relax. 3 to 5 seconds. Relax, ignoring that little pain I'm going to get right here in my hip. It's going to eventually just release out, okay? Again, 3 to 5 seconds on each hold. We're doing 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Okay, my next exercise I'm going to do is called the Supine Cross, okay? So I'm just going to lay on my back, arms out to my sides, palms down. My knees are bent. I'm going to take one leg, cross it over the other. The leg that crosses over is the side my hips are going to, for my rotation. Then I'm going to look to my opposite side. I'm rotating my spine. Then I'm going to let this pull down 3 to 5 seconds and try to get as much as I can out of this without raising my shoulder. My opposite side shoulder needs to stay planted, hand down, palms down. 3 to 5 seconds, and I come up. 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, I'm going to do that 5 times. Then I'm going to switch to the opposite side, okay? So my right leg is crossing over. I'm looking at the left. I'm making sure my palms are down, okay? As my legs go to the right, I'm pressing down as hard as I can here, making sure that my left shoulder stays planted and my hand stays as flat as possible. 3 to 5 seconds. Three to 5 seconds. Again, 3 to 5 second holds. I'm going to do 5 reps on each side. My next exercise is, I call it a side scorpion. I don't know, it's kind of a version of a scorpion. I don't know. So I'm laying flat. I'm on my side. My legs are both straight out. My hands are in front of me. So my top leg, I'm going to bring up and down to the floor, okay? Now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my shoulders, okay? It's not about just how far back my arm can go. It's about opening up my shoulders. It's about spinal rotation, okay? This knee needs to stay planted, okay? I got a little bit of rotation going down right now. And I'm going to open up my shoulders. When I get as far as I can go, I'm going to actively try and press out for 3 to 5 seconds, making sure that this leg stays planted. I don't want this to happen because now I'm not doing anything except for moving in unison, right? Like I said before, that seesaw effect, okay? So I'm going to open up, press this knee down into the mat, and press my shoulder as far back as I can. 3 to 5 seconds. And I'm coming back. Open it up, pressing this knee, actively pressing my shoulder back. 3 to 5 seconds. Then I come in, then I rotate over. Working out. Knee comes up and presses into the mat. I'm opening my shoulders. I'm pressing this knee as I actively press my shoulder for 3 to 5 seconds to try and increase that mobility of my spinal rotation, okay? And once again, I'm going to do 5 on each side. Now from here, I'm going to do another one that's a little bit tricky, okay? By the way, on that last one, if you have a hard time staying straight and keeping this knee down, if you have to, you could get like a yoga block or a foam roller and raise your knee up a little bit as well if that helps you, okay? So now this next one's a little bit tricky. This is for my cervical spine. I call this one the chin tuck, okay? So what I'm trying to do is use my back of my jaw as a pivot point. All I'm trying to do now from here is tuck. I got the back of my head is on the mat, and I'm trying to keep this position as I tuck my chin and extend the back of my head up. And you'll feel your spine just elongate as you do this, okay? So you're starting here, chin tuck, elongate, 3 to 5 seconds, and then relax. Okay, so it's a little tricky getting used to. You want to use this as a pivot point, Tuck your chin, elongate the back of you're staying on the back of your head. You want to try and elongate your spine. And then relax. Pivot point, chin tuck, and relax. You're holding that again 3 to 5 seconds. 5 repetitions. Okay, next, I'm gonna get on an angle here so you can see what I'm doing. So this is a prone handcuff, okay? So it's called a handcuff because I'm starting off in the handcuff position, okay? So from this position right here, I want to put my forehead right onto the mat. From here, my first step is to raise my arms up towards the ceiling and I'll pull my elbows towards my head. Okay, this is for my shoulders. Now I'm going to hold this position and I'm going to actively press and pull for 3 to 5 seconds. At which point I'm going to release and start to bring my arms up. Once I get to my shoulder height, I'm rotating my shoulders. I'm bringing my pinkies together, trying to rotate my pinkies up as my palms are towards the ceiling and press my arms straight out. 3 to 5 seconds. From here, if you can, bend at the elbows, pinkies together, reaching for your traps. Elbows tight and listen to the ceiling. 3 to 5 seconds. Reverse it. Pinkies in, push forward. 3 to 5 seconds. Start to come back. Rotate the palms. Back to the handcuff position. Ceiling. Elbows up. I'm pressing to the ceiling, pulling up towards my head. 3 to 5 seconds. And relax. That's my prone handcuff. I'm going to do that for 3 to 5 seconds in each position throughout that entire movement. I'm going to do 5 repetitions on that. Last, I'm going to work on my wrists, okay? So I'm just going to go to the hands and knees position right here, okay? I'm going to start off, my wrists, elbows, and shoulders are perfectly in line, okay? I'm going to start off nice and easy, just rotating one at a time. Keeping pressure down, keeping my elbows nice and straight. Okay, and I'll rotate back. Okay, and from here, I'm going to do that about 5 times. Then I'm going to turn my palms down. Okay, nice and easy, arms straight. So my my palms are facing up towards my body, the back of my hands are on the mat, and now I'm going to rotate again. Trying to keep my arms as straight as possible, and rotate back. Okay, and I'm going to do that 5 times, palms down, 5 times, palms up. Try and keep your arms nice and straight. You might have to work into that one. It'll work on the mobility and the strength of your wrists. So that's the 7-step mobility flow I like to do, to get ready for jiu-jitsu. Even when I do my lifting, my strength training, I like to go through this. There's a number of other mobility exercises that would help you greatly too. But this is a nice, easy 7-step flow that hits from your ankles to your neck and then your shoulders out to your wrists. And it should help you with your movement and with starting to correct imbalances that we all have within our left to right sides and whatnot. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you want to get some more information, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter @RichSab, on Reddit @RichSab. You can also go to richsab.com, hit me up through there. Peace.